Hey guys! Welcome back to Popverse, where we dive deep into your favorite K-dramas. Today, we're exploring every twist and turn of episode 9 of Resident Playbook. If you missed any previous episodes, check out the links in the description. And before we begin, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss an update. The episode kicks off with our 4 residents standing in front of the ladder. Namgung eyes Ling's cap and comments, "Why are you wearing that cap?" But Ling throws the question right back. Namgung proudly explains, "You don't know how expensive this is." She even shows them a post about fat content to change the topic. The 3 others enter a building, leaving Namgung outside. Soon, Youngmin walks up and asks what she's doing there. Suddenly, Kyun arrives, politely greeting them. Youngmin is surprised. "Weren't you transferred to another department? Didn't Namgung invite you here?" Kyun confirms she did and she's a great doctor, but OB-GYN just doesn't suit me. Elsewhere, we see Daon talking to Ling, letting her know that a crew is arriving soon to shoot a documentary on how doctors work. "Watch how we handle patients," he says. Ling agrees, but just as she prepares, she gets a call, a patient emergency. She rushes out and meets the ambulance bringing in Nam-hoon, who had collapsed in a department store. Yoon runs with her and instructs Ling to take Nam-hoon inside. The camera crew watches and greets Yoon, who then gives an interview, explaining how she brought Nam-hoon in after she collapsed. In the ER, Ki-seon learns Nam-hoon is pregnant. With cameras rolling, Nam-hoon tells Ki-seon, "I want that doctor, Yoon, to operate on me. I trust her." On camera, Ki-seon nods. Outside, Ling and Yoon discuss the risks involved with Nam-hoon's case, but Yoon brushes them off, minor things. Ignore them. Next, we see Jael and Yoonmi eating together. Suddenly, Jumho storms in, scolding Yoonmi for mishandling her task. Jael steps in, "It was my job. Forgive me." After Jumho leaves, Jael repeatedly apologizes to Yoonmi, but she's calm and just tells him to be more careful next time. Later, the 4 residents share a meal. Sabi argues with Dayak about a task, but the others ask her to calm down. She vents. All doctors are the same, but Jael disagrees. Yoonmi isn't. "She's my role model from today." Cut to Ling's family arriving home with groceries. As they're about to eat, Ling nearly falls but is caught just in time. Jeong panics and says, "Be careful. With fertility clinic help, I'm finally going to have a baby." Later, Ling visits a bank and opens a savings account. As she steps out, Daon sees her. He offers her food. "Your sister's favorite. Can you take it to her?" But Ling replies, "It's my favorite too." Daon smiles and promises, "Next time I'll buy it just for you." Ling playfully retorts, "You always say next time. Last time, you promised me food, but backed out." Daon then asks, "How about dinner with me?" Ling agrees, and they start planning their date. Elsewhere, Jael and Sabi rush to a patient's side where Daon made a mistake. After handling the situation, Sabi scolds Daon, but Jael tells him kindly, "Just do better next time." As Daon steps out, the patient's daughter recognizes Jael. She tells him his whole history, and they share a warm handshake while Sabi watches, clearly jealous. Meanwhile, Yoon tells Ling, "I'm going out. Please watch over Nam-hoon." Ling asks, "Where are you going?" Yoon lies, "I have surgery," but she's actually heading off for a TV shoot. Sabi is later seen with Dayak, disagreeing with his views. She's visibly irritated. Yoon calls Ling about Nam-hoon's tests. Ling confirms she did them. Realizing the shoot crew is still around, Yoon decides to do an on-camera talk with Nam-hoon via video call. She tells Ling, "Come in an hour and run tests." Jael is seen guiding Daon again. Sabi and Dayak check on another patient. Sabi suspects something's wrong with the patient's bleeding. Dayak brushes it off, "I checked." "Don't worry." But Sabi isn't convinced. That night, she keeps thinking about it and tries calling Dayak multiple times, but he insists, "It's fine." Unsatisfied, Sabi calls the professor. Later, Jumho scolds both of them. Afterward, Sabi apologizes to Dayak, but he walks off without saying a word. Back with Daon and Ling. He reminds her of their dinner plans. She agrees to come, but when Ling checks on Namhoon, she finds her in pain. The baby is coming. Pushing isn't helping. Ling realizes they need a C-section and tries calling Yoon, but she doesn't pick up. Jael also calls Daon, asking about the work he assigned. Daon lies. I'm busy in surgery. During dinner, Daon's date asks if he's going. He replies, no, I trust Dr. Jael. He's kind and covers my mistakes. Just then, Daon walks over, confirming Daon's name and presence. Jael overhears everything from a distance and walks away silently. Outside, he confides in Daon, I keep being kind, but nothing changes. Daon replies, kindness isn't weakness. It's strength. One day he'll understand. Later, Daon sincerely apologizes to Jael. Jael simply tells him to improve and sends him home. Back to Ling. She updates Yoon about the emergency. Yoon brushes it off, assuming it's a joke, but Ling is serious. In the OR, Yoon eventually steps in. They complete the operation successfully. Afterward, Yoon compliments Ling on camera. Good work. But there's more for you to learn. Sabi and Dayak also make peace as they reflect on their mistakes. Ling, alone in front of her computer, writes a resignation letter, but before she can submit it, Namgung tears it in half. Ling tells her what Yoon did. Namgung says, you're seriously quitting? But you'll miss the December bonus. Though she doesn't resign, Ling is still sad. Daon calls and cancels their dinner. Later, Jael invites the others to karaoke. All four sing and dance happily. Sabi suddenly joins them, dancing just like Jael. The girls stare in shock. When asked, Sabi shyly admits, I'm a fan of their group. As the others leave, Jael and Sabi share a moment. He asks, why didn't you tell me you were my fan? Sabi teases, I'm not your fan, just of someone else in your group, and walks off smiling. Jael smiles back. Ling arrives home and sees Daon on the swing. She sits beside him and asks why he skipped dinner. He confesses he had flowers, wrote her a letter, but messed up the reservation date. Then he gathers his courage. I like you. Ling responds, I like you too, and kisses him. They head home together. Ling tells him, no one should know we're dating yet. At home, they realize everyone's away. They're alone. Ling kisses him again and invites him into the ladder. Inside, they share a kiss. Back at the hospital, everyone watches the residence video, but Ling notices Yoon took all the credit. She walks out upset. Yoon asks, going home? Did you watch it? Ling lies, no. Yoon insists, you should have. At the door, Ling accidentally bumps her forehead. Yoon cries out. Ling snaps at a guy nearby, be careful. And that's where the episode ends. We'll see you in episode 10. Until then, bye from Popverse.